atmosphere. Savouring it, John Helm.
Bradford's chairman, Geoffrey Richmond, says this is the most important match in Bradford City's entire history, and close on 3,000 fans have made the journey south to Molineux to see if history really is in the making. And these are the players who can write their names into that Bradford City history today. Paul Jewell can find no place in his starting 11 for either of his two most recent recruits. Lee Sharp and Dean Windus are both relegated to substitute duty, and he's reverted to the striking partnership of Robbie Blake and Lee Mills, which has contributed 40 goals to City's promotion cause. Wolves, who've lost only once here all season, include two men expected to leave on free transfers in the summer, Michael Gilks and Paul Simpson. They also have, though, the precocious talent of Ireland's Robbie Keane and Norwegian striker Harvard Flo to call on. Bradford are favouring an all-white strip today, and here is their captain McCall straight away, but possession conceded, and here's the Australian Kevin Muscat. It's a big, wide-open pitch here, and Paul Jewell, the Bradford manager, has had his team working. They've stayed away in a hotel in the Midlands for 3 days, and he feels that this wide pitch will suit his team. A little ricochet there, but it's come to Wolves' advantage in the end for Gilks to angle the ball across. And now there is danger to Bradford because Emblin is away down the right. And an excellent challenge from Beagrie, who's having to do more work defensively than in attack at the moment. And Emblin squeezes a cross in, which Walsh came for, didn't quite get there, and the ball is, well, it's thumped over the top, but it took a deflection after it left the boot of Robbie Keane, and Wolves have the day's first corner. It was McCall who got in. I wasn't sure whether he actually did get a touch, but the referee was sure. Great ball from Emblin. Walsh had come and couldn't hold on, and as McCall lunged, Keane whacked it over. More with the clearing header, only to Simpson. Danger to Bradford this time. Emblin up there, Walsh is up there, bar, go. Harvard Flo. Wolves 1, Bradford 0. And Bradford never coped with Simpson's cross. And the Norwegian international Harvard Flo scores a crucial goal. Simpson's cross in, Emblin's header. Walsh didn't get there, it came back off the post, off the crossbar, and Flo was there to knock it in gratefully. What a blow to Bradford. This is Robbie Blake. Beagrie, first time ball in, Mills. Beagrie will look to pick it up, and he'll go on here. They're two up here, Bradford. It's Beagrie. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrie. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double one. The mood has changed. What a dramatic day this is going to be, and it's got some distance to run yet, but Peter Beagrie's done it all by himself. He challenged, he won, them on. He's inside, he's outside, and whack, it's in the net. And Peter Beagrie's 15th goal of the season makes it all square again at Molineux. Where it's Blake. And now he can move forward. Wally's got ahead of him. Mills is across the angle. It's Lee Mills. It's 2-1 Bradford City. And it's the old strike force of Blake and Mills, and Lee Mills comes back to Wolverhampton Wanderers to haunt them. It's the one goal, if you'd have asked him at the start of the season, that he wanted to score. What a ball though from Blake. Good finish from Mills. Wolves 1, Bradford 2. And the claret and amber around the ground is the colour of the moment. Wolves do like to play from the back. Sometimes it can cost them, but they've got it forward as far as Simpson now. You still feel he's a danger man with these inch-perfect crosses. And that time it was Steve Sedgley who flung himself into a header, an unavailing one. Again, Dreyer across the cover, but Steve Sedgley's got 3 goals from midfield this season, and he just gets in here in front of his marker. It didn't count. Wolves enjoying a good share of possession at the moment. Simpson very much to the fore. Terrific looking ball in here to Flo, but he's had to chase outside the area to try and make something from it. The final cross ball in, it was coming to Keane. It was Lawrence back there who just did enough to put him off. And a fair strike there from Simpson, which extended Walsh. Paul Simpson has one of the sweetest left foots in the game, and there didn't appear to be much on there, but he was snaking inside the upright. What a good stop. Gary Walsh, who's been in outstanding form again this season. Through the middle goes Emblem. Joining in now Simpson. It's a flowing move from Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's still Simpson, a lunge at him. Still he goes on. Dreyer clears. Only to Osborne. McCall scrambles it away for Lawrence, who, well, to his credit there, he tried to hit Robbie Blake with a long ball. Richards read it, and a fine shot, but it's wide. Muscat. He's got 4 goals this season, Kevin Muscat, and he does hit a good shot, but it flew off the mark. Well, the Bradford fans on the opposite side of the ground to me are making a lot of noise now. They may be outnumbered, but they're making their presence very much felt. Well, the Bradford fans may also have heard that George Donis has scored for Sheffield United. That will encourage them. There's a ball, it's played in here, and Lee Mills gets in. It's Blake. Can he finish the job for Bradford? It's 3-1. Who knows? That may be the one. They are in heaven. And Robbie Blake, who has had such a wonderful, wonderful season for Bradford City, gets his 17th of the season, and he'll surely never score a more precious goal than this one. Poor defending, it's got to be said, by Curl. Opened the door, and Blake went through to slam the ball into the Wolverhampton net. Beautifully taken, and it makes beautiful reading. Wolves 1, Bradford 3. Quarter of an hour left. A lot can happen in a game of football in 15 minutes, believe you and me. Bradford would happily settle for a final whistle at this moment, but they're in possession, which is something. And Lawrence has got plenty of dash about him. He's here, and he's trying to get in past Richards, and down he goes. Penalty! Penalty for Bradford! And of all people, it's Bradford-born Dean Richards who concedes the penalty against his hometown club.